Hi everyone. So there's going to be something new available at Bdellium Tools coming really soon. They aren't available yet. I'll put a link to Bdellium Tools if you'd like to go ahead and check them out and begin shopping for anything you might want. However, if you don't see this brush set I'm about to review, that is why. These are samples that were sent to me from Bdellium Tools. I have purchased Bdellium Tools with my own money in the past. Barbie Deluxe, she has a channel here on YouTube. I went to IMATS with her last year. She introduced me to the line and we purchased a bunch of green bamboo handle brushes. Bdellium Tools has sent me some things in the past, and they've sent me this set over for review. But I do like Bdellium Tools. Otherwise I wouldn't use them in a lot of my tutorials, and I wouldn't have put out a lot of my own money on Bdellium Tools. So to get started, I'm going to begin by reviewing the foundation 4-piece set, and there are blog posts of both the foundation and mineral 5-piece brush set on my blog spot already. If you'd like to go ahead and check those out, the links will be in the bottom bar in case you feel I've missed anything whatsoever. You can go ahead and check that out. There'll be links for Bdellium Tools, so you can shop online, and of course there'll be links in the bottom bar as well. Alright, so let's get started on the foundation 4-piece set, and I'm going to begin by reviewing the number 957B, the Precision Kabuki. Now the Precision Kabuki is a brush I'm actually already familiar with. It is actually available in green as well, and it's actually been a part of my foundation routine for a long time now, if you've ever watched any of my foundation routine videos. So this new brush is pretty much the exact same thing, just it's yellow. So if you're somebody who doesn't like green, I've gotten some questions in the past, do they come in other colors? Well, now they do, and this is the yellow brush. So there you go, and this actually just really works very easily as any flat top kabuki will, to sort of stipple on a cream, a gel, or liquid foundation and give you that very nice soft airbrush look. This is a multi-purpose brush. You could use powder with it as well. I just think it works better for liquid makeup. That's just my opinion, and I really love that brush. It's just gives you really nice coverage and a nice airbrush complexion. The next brush in this set is the Bdellium Tools 955, and this is a finishing brush, as they call it. Now this brush is actually a dupe of the MAC 187, and what I love about this is, of course, is that it's a more affordable and vegan version of that. It's also more short-handled, so it's more ideal for travel. The ferrule is also very tight. None of these brushes I've had from Bdellium Tools have broken. They are priced very affordably, but they're built premiumly. So this brush just gives you a nice even finish for your setting powder over your liquid products. You could also use it as a bronzer or a highlighting tool. The next brush in this set is actually a really good dupe of the MAC 130. Oh, here it is, the MAC 130. And what I like about this brush, of course, is that it's a more affordable version of the MAC 130. I don't think this brush is sold individually, but I could be wrong. This is the Bdellium Tools 953. Once again, more short-handled, tight ferrule. And this I like for putting on foundation when I really want very precise, very good coverage. Also applies concealer under the eye very beautifully. A nice little bit of bronzer. You can also use it to stipple on cream blush. So this is just very precise and also gives you an airbrush look. So what's the difference between this one? This one does cover more ground faster, but this one gives you really much heavier coverage because it's so tiny. The next brush in this set is the 948 foundation, and it is your standard flat paddle painter style foundation brush. A lot of people do love these brushes. The best way to begin with these is to start your way inside the face and work your way out. The tip of this brush really allows to get underneath the eye and along the curves of your face, and of course the oval sides really help as well. You could also use it to contour the face with bronzer. I also like to use this to set concealer under my eyes for a very full coverage of concealer or concealing cream highlighter. So that is the foundation 4-piece set. I currently do not own this in green, with the exception of that one brush I mentioned. So I do really like this brush set. If you don't want to wait for the yellow bamboo to become available, you can go ahead and pick up the green right now. So prices will be in the bottom bar for you, and you can go ahead and check that out. Once again, these are sample brush sets that were sent, so when they become available, I will let you know. And they come in this long cylindrical tube, and it lists all the brushes that are in the set. This is the Mineral 5-piece set, once again also available in green, and I'll put the pricing in the bottom bar. The first brush in this set is the 959B powder blending, and it's a little bit rounder than this previous flat top kabuki I showed you. So this is meant more for liquid, this is meant more for powder foundations, and this will help sort of scoot that powder foundation evenly and flawless all over your skin. You can also use it as a setting powder brush. I've used brushes like this also for bronzing your face. It gives a very smooth look to that as well. You could use it for mineral veils, whatever you want to do. So that's also really nice. You could do that whole bare minerals thing where you swirl, tap, and buff, and this will give you a nice full coverage with whatever mineral foundation you're using. The next brush in this set is the Slanted Contour Brush, and this is a face brush. Market it as a face brush. You could use it for whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. And a lot of people have liked to have used brushes that are similar to this in the past. The MAC 168 is similar to this. People like to use this with the MAC Studio Sculpt, which is a gel-based foundation, and they just pat that on their hand to warm it up and then just pat it all over the face. You could do that with this brush, it's up to you. It does do a nice job, you know, it glides along the hollows and the contours of the face. You could also contour with cream bronzer. The fact that it's synthetic, it's not going to break down the way a natural hairbrush would if you used wet-based products on it. You can use it for powder foundation. You can use it for control on with your blush application. So there's a lot of things you could use this brush for. Highlighting, so super wonderful brush to get you started for a successful makeup kit if you're getting started with a makeup kit. If you're not getting started with a makeup kit, perhaps you're getting started with a vegan makeup kit, and that's a great brush. The next brush in this set is the 948 Precision Concealer Brush, and it's just a very long, thin concealer brush. It's not really duplicable to anything I own currently, but you could also use it to just sort of pat color underneath the eyes, pat concealer underneath the eyes, pat highlighter around here, pat over a blemish, and it's kind of long, so it'll cover some space. Could use a full coverage foundation and then pat it generously over a problem area. So you could also use this on the eyes, anywhere on the eyes if you want. So nice brush. The next brush in this set is the Tapered Blending, and it's a large tapered blending. I currently own a couple of these in the green, and in case you think this brush seems familiar, and you can use this to sweep this all over the eyelid for wash of color. It'll give you a very, very smoky airbrush look in the crease. You can also use it as highlighter or a very chiseled contour. I personally like to use this with powder, but you could also use it as a liquid highlighter to kind of brush that out and give a very airbrush look. Now the very last brush in this set is also an eye brush, and it is the 778B large shadow brush. And you could just use this to put a wash of color all over the lid, pat pigments all over the eyes. You can also use any of these brushes for pressed powders if you prefer. Any makeup that's sort of loose and silky like Inglot colors, these will work well with those and give you a nice full opaque coverage. You could also use this to pat concealer all over the eyes for a full coverage. I mean, you could use any brush anywhere you want, it's up to you. Once again, these are all made really beautiful, really sturdy. You could see the ferrules pinched in right there to hold the brush in its place. I don't own this in green. This is the most comparable brush I own to it. And once again, the mineral brush set also does come in green. So if you're not a fan of the yellow bamboo, you can go ahead and shop that, or if you can't wait, you could shop the green. If you're somebody who wants a little bit of variety in your kit, or you want a kit that's not comparable to another makeup artist, surely these yellow brushes will scream that they belong to you and no one else. So I like them. I think the color's fun. I think it's fun to have fun with your makeup and your tools and get new things that aren't necessarily your standard basic black, and it also kind of IDs your kit for you a little bit. So that's them, and I really hope that you enjoyed my review of the Bdellium tools. The foundation 4-piece set, available in yellow and green, will be available in yellow soon. Mineral 5-piece brush set, same thing. So yeah, I hope that you check these out because they're worth it. They're great. How do they compare to other brush sets I've already reviewed for you guys? Each brush that I've reviewed for you guys has a different price point. The brushes are different. Yeah, they are all vegan. So it's up to you and what brush set you want to choose. These brush sets are comparable in price to EcoTools, but they've got a premium quality. So I would actually recommend getting the Bdellium tools over the EcoTools. That's my personal preference. And that will definitely help you get started, started getting a really nice kit. Even if you're not starting off your kit, I still recommend these because I don't have a starter kit when I started adding them, and I still love them and still collect them. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and thanks for watching.